We're here in Saltaire. Saltaire gets its name from its founder, Sir Titus Salt, and the River Aire. Sir Titus Salt made his money in the Bradford textile industry. We're here at the Victoria Hall. Opened in 1871 and originally called the Saltaire Club and Institute, it is now a Grade 2 listed building and a venue for events and weddings. The event we're at today is the Yorkshire Heritage Summit 2023, where organisations across Yorkshire come together to share their goals, their work, and to champion Yorkshire heritage, not just for the people living here, but also for the future. Let's take a look inside, shall we?
of the Yorkshire Blue Badge Guides Association, and we are professional Blue Badge guides for Yorkshire. We've had to study and learn all about Yorkshire, not just York Minster, but from Hull to Sheffield and all the way up to Middlesbrough. We know Yorkshire, and we do this because we love Yorkshire. Most of us live in Yorkshire, and we actually really enjoy telling the story of Yorkshire. That is what we do as professional tour guides.
We're the Saltaire World Heritage Education Association. So as a charity, a registered charity, we manage the Saltaire collection, which now accounts to, it's a small collection, 700,000 to 800,000 maps, plans, images, documents, many things from workers and residents of Saltaire were brought in. The collection began, it was community initiated when textiles stopped being producing in Salts Mill and almost everywhere in Bradford. People wanted to share their stories, their memorabilia, etc. Later on, Salt family descendants and the Roberts family descendants contacted us and have left many of their family memorabilia, china, their wills, their baby clothes. We've got a very interesting and eclectic collection, and our job is to manage that well, but also to share it as widely as possible.
Well, we have two aspects. There's the academic side, and then my bit really, which is organising meetings. As I edit the summer bulletin, one of the annual publications, and I go to things like this and represent the society, and as I say, I give lots of talks either in or about Yorkshire dialect. Edit the magazine, chairman, and give lots of talks, and it's really changed my life being part of the Yorkshire Dialect Society. The dialect is part of our heritage, and it's something which, well, we like to preserve our heritage, so Yorkshire dialect, yes. And it's very, very, and of course what it does, it preserves something from the language from which it came, which had been lost in Standard English. And it's very, very expressive.
In 2023 we decided to dedicate and name both prizes in memory of one of the Yorkshire Society's own vice presidents, the popular BBC television North presenter Harry Gratian, who very sadly died in 2022 after a short illness. Although as one of the judges I was only able to see the shortlisted entries, I can vouch that the standard of these entries was extremely high, with tight competition for the eventual overall winner, whose name we're about to announce. Now, to make this announcement and present the two prize awards, I'm delighted to invite Professor Tim Thornton from Huddersfield University. Professor.
So, for the prize for the age group 18 and over, the prize goes to Rachel Whitbread, who wrote a particularly impressive essay entitled Duelling the Crown, Henry IV and York's Courtly Duels. Please join me in congratulating her. And then, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, an innovation in this year's Yorkshire Harry Gratian Yorkshire History Prize. For the under 18 age group, the prize goes to Jamie White, who wrote on What Have the Romans Ever Done for Yorkshire? And a very impressive piece of work it was too. So join me in congratulating Jamie.
Well, it was the second Heritage Guardian Summit, because we had one last year in Pontefract to Pilot, and it worked so well we thought we could do even better. So we chose Saltaire because it's a wonderful, wonderful location, but also is bigger and very accessible by train and good car parking and whatever, and it has worked very well. Yorkshire Heritage Guardians is an idea we came up with a couple of years ago with the Yorkshire Society, and that was to bring together all the many voluntary organisations in Yorkshire concerned with environmental heritage, its history or natural heritage. And so far we've got something like 50 organisations which have signed up in a voluntary network. And we plan to have an annual get-together, we call it the Heritage Summit, so people can meet, talk to each other, share ideas, information, have little stalls of their things, and we also have inspiring lectures from various people to share new ideas, new thinking. And it's our great get-together, kind of, if you like, a heritage parliament. Well, we had an absolutely wonderful location in the World Heritage Site, and wonderful Grade 2 listed building in the Victoria Hall, and that added a lot to the day. And I think everyone enjoyed it, and there was a great moment when the famous Wurlitzer organ appeared at 1 o'clock and serenaded us. And in some respects, it would be very hard to replicate anywhere as good as this, but we would like to move this event around different parts of the Yorkshire region so that other areas get a chance to meet us and join us and be with us. I think the really important thing is networking, the fact that people could meet each other, talk about what they're doing, be inspired by each other, and listen to some really quite inspiring speakers in terms of what they had to offer and the suggestions that they were making for the future. So I'm very optimistic. I think we've got a growing movement here. We can work with local government and with national government, possibly regional government eventually, to make things happen. And that's what it's all about. It's about influencing what goes on to make sure our very precious environment is protected and people can cope with all the challenges. For example, as we heard today, the loss of biodiversity, which is a real challenge for the future. But working together, volunteers can achieve an awful lot.